I moved to Bali and I'm gonna tell you everything about it. Hi, I'm Z, your bestie. I'm your professional dancer, dance teacher, your coach in feminine energy, and how to manifest your dream life. And today, we're gonna dive deep into the subject of Bali. Why did I move here? And every little question that I had in my DM, everything is gonna be answered today in this video. So, the first question I had was why Bali? Out of all the places in the world, why did I choose Bali? So little story time, because obviously I'm the queen of story times and I need to tell you all the tea about it. So I wanted to move out of my home because it's like I felt like I was not moving forward. I was not growing. And I wanted to move out of my comfort zone. And it was in 2023. My mom, when I told her that I wanted to go to Bali, she advised me to just come on holidays to see if I actually liked the vibe because I'm an Aquarius and I don't always fit in everywhere. So I needed to find a place I felt home. So I tried that and I booked my flight 5 days later after the advice. I know, very me to do that. And I came to Bali in January 2024. When I came here, I immediately loved it and I just stayed in Kuta. I didn't travel around. I didn't do much, nor partying, nor trying like touristic activities. I didn't do anything, but I loved it. And that's when I came, not even 6 months later, the summer 2024. I was here for 2 months and I came back for my birthday in February because I was going through a lot of things emotionally, if you know what I mean. So I needed to find myself back. That's why I always say that Bali gives you what you need more than what you want. So Bali gave me myself, my connection to myself, and the energy here is why I moved here. That's the biggest topic, like the energy. If you've never been to Bali, I don't know if you feel like you would understand when I tell you about the energy, but it just felt like home, away from home. And every time I left here and came back to Morocco, I felt like I lost a piece of myself. It was like I was a bit depressed. And the only thing that kept me going is the fact that I was going to come back to Bali in a few months. So yeah, the energy here, I really felt in love with it. And again, I will always tell you that Bali gives you what you need and not what you want. That's why they say that Bali might be cursed and it's like it can accept you or deny you. But actually, do you accept yourself or do you deny yourself? That's why you have to always be aligned with yourself. In this episode, I will talk a lot about alignment because that's just who I am. I want to be aligned with myself and I will always want to help you, bestie, to be aligned with yourself as well. Second question. Was it a last-minute crazy decision or a long-time dream? It was actually a long-time dream. So I had one of my friends, Sukaina, a long time ago. She was living in Bali, I think during COVID time. And when I was watching her stories and watching her lifestyle, I was like, okay, this is it. This is me. Being free of your time, doing whatever you want, still working hard for your dreams, but at the same time, having this like island life. And I'm just like, I'm an island girly. I love it so much. But at the same time, I would say it was just a very natural decision. Like the last time I was here was in February for my birthday. I told you I was trying to find myself again after a very hard period of my life. And I found the answer I needed, and it was that I had to come and live in Bali, that I had to move to Bali. When I came back to Morocco, I was like, it's time. Like, I felt like I was just saying, see you later to Bali, not like, oh my God, I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. No, it was just like, I'll see you very soon. I'm coming soon, baby. Don't worry about it. So, as you know about me, I'm a very impulsive person, meaning I really listen to my intuition. So my intuition told me since the very first day that Bali was home. I couldn't come at that time, but now I did it. And I'm very proud of myself for doing that because it's not easy living a very perfect home back in Morocco to be fully independent in Bali. Like I was sick for a week when I first arrived and I literally had no one but myself. And I think you learn a lot by doing something like this and coming out of your comfort zone and not just relying on your parents and family and friends all the time, but you rely on yourself. But I don't advise you to just do it while never solo traveling, never solo dating yourself. It would be a lot for you if you've never had time with yourself alone. I think it would be too much for you to just leave everything behind. Start by going on dates with yourself, just alone, traveling alone, like just near your home. Like, for example, in Morocco, I started with Marrakesh, Tangier, like just very close places that were just in my home. Okay, next question. Did you pack your whole closet or just bikinis and yoga pants and stuff like that? Honestly, if you know something about me, I am not a minimalist girly. Like, I will never be the girl with the backpack and just like, let's go. No, girl. If I just travel for a small weekend, I'll have the big ass suitcase. Like, it's not possible for me. Look at my hair. I have curly hair. You know how many products it takes to just do this? So no way. I think I had like 4 suitcases. Like, I did bring with me 2 very huge one, a small one, and when my mom came to visit me, I asked her to bring another suitcase because I needed my clothes. Like, I needed my gym clothes, dance clothes, like to go out, my products. I think the things that took the biggest place in my things is my products. I'm a makeup girly, I'm a hair girly, so yeah, it took a lot of space, but I need my stuff. I know what I need, and I always use everything. Like, it's not like I take something with me and I never use it. No, I use every single thing. I think the thing that helped me the most with packing my things is the fact that I used to travel a lot. In the beginning, it was just solo traveling with myself, a few days here and there. And when you travel a lot, you kind of understand what you need and what you don't need to take with you. Then I also traveled a lot because of work. I was touring Morocco. So if you don't know that, I used to be part of a musical where I used to dance, and we were like touring Morocco a lot. And that also made me learn a lot of things about what you need to bring with you, what is very important, what is not, what you can use. So yeah, that's important to know how to pack. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. I'll make a video about it. So that would be nice. So the first part was a little bit about the why. Now it's gonna be about the move. Okay, now we've done it. So the first question in this part would be, how did you prepare for moving in Bali? Visa, housing, and stuff like that. So it was very chaotic, but an organized chaos, which is me. I'm a very organized person, but in my chaos. For the housing, how did I find a house? In Bali, it's very complicated, or I would say just less easy to find long-term accommodation, because here everyone is just on vacation, on holiday, so they would just take a place for 2 weeks, 1 month, or whatever. So what I did, it was actually looking on Instagram, TikTok, like I was looking everywhere for a house that would fit my budget but also my standards. Because for me, I just needed certain things like a pool, very quiet neighborhood, a lot of space for my stuff. Fun fact, my Korean friend, she visited me like not so long ago, and she was like, oh my god, it's like a Sephora store in your home because you have so many products. I know. I know, but still, if I could bring more, I would have done it. So I needed to find a good place that would fit all my stuff, that I would be within my budget. And I'm living alone, so I don't need a very big villa, whatever. And I found a nice guest house. Like, for me, just message them on Instagram or on WhatsApp. It's better, so you can tell them what you need, that you're looking for long-term accommodation, that you're gonna be here for 6 months, 1 year, whatever, and that you want to rent the place for a little bit of time. So I took a guest house because it's like you're alone, but you're never really alone. You have a shared pool, shared kitchen, and that's actually nice if you want to meet some people, because even though I'm always alone and solo traveling, I'm never really alone unless I want to be alone. And as an Aquarius, I like to be alone. That's very important for me to recharge my batteries. And I know some people are very sociable, like they want to go and party, like social butterfly. I'm like this, but not too much. I like to be alone. Only when I dance or when I teach, I want to be around these beautiful, amazing women, teaching them, making them feel confident in themselves. So yeah, For the visa, very simple. I got in touch with an agency and they took care of everything. And yeah, they will help you see what you can do, what you cannot do. They will give you all the informations you need. And I took all the documents they might need and I sent them to them. I paid for the visa, and I guess like a week later, I had the visa. And yeah, I could just come and live in Bali for I don't know how long. So it's pretty easy. You just need to ask the right people and they will help you out as much as they can. And I think that in Bali, people are very nice, very friendly. Like everywhere when you need help, people are going to help you out. And that's a very important part of Bali. Okay, next question. What did your family and friends say when you told them about the big move? Okay, so I have family members that are very different. So I will talk about them each, okay? My mom, when I came back from Bali on my birthday in February, um, she was praying. She came out of her prayer and she just told me, I think you're gonna leave Morocco and you're gonna go to Bali. And I said, yes. You know, moms have that intuition, they just feel things. Sometimes we don't want them to feel it, but they do. But this is a good thing. She felt it and she was like, go on your adventure, do your thing, live your life to the fullest, and I'll always be here if you need me. That's why my mom is my bestie and I love her so much. It's very hard when she left Bali because she visited me for like few weeks. And it was very hard to say goodbye because I don't know when I'm gonna see her, and we're very close. Like she's like a sister and a mother and a best friend all in one, because she had me very, very young. She had me before my age. Can you imagine that? This is too much for me. Me today, I can't imagine that. But yeah, it was really nice to have her support the decision. And yeah, so my dad, on the other hand, is supportive, but he would have preferred me to stay next to him. He was like, okay, you can go for holiday 1 month, 2 months, and you can come back and stay with us and you can find what you need here. But no, I didn't find what I need in Morocco. I love Morocco. That will always be my country, and I will always be proud to be Moroccan. But I just think that my mentality doesn't fit the Moroccan one. But I'm really, really proud of my culture, and I always try to find Moroccan food in Bali because I miss it so much. So yeah, I would say my dad is supportive. He would have rather me stay next to him. But yeah, very supportive. My brother was like, yeah, cool. You want to go to Bali? Cool. Thank you. You're my little baby and you don't care. And he never calls. He just sends me memes. That's his way of telling me he loves me. Yeah. That's just brother and sister, I guess. And my extended family, they support me. But they all really miss me a lot because obviously I am the energy, the light of their life. I'm always very energetic, always screaming, always dancing, always doing something. So I guess me leaving left a big silence in their life. So it's very funny. But thank God I have a very, very supportive family and they all went on board. My friends, they just knew. When I gathered my friends and said, well, I have something to tell you. And it's like a very important and big news. And we were just sitting and they all looked at me like, you're going to go to Bali, I'm sure. And I said, yeah, I can't even surprise you with anything anymore. You just know you have to expect the unexpected with me. And they said, yeah, it was, we knew. We knew. I went to Bali like 4 times in not even a year and a half. So yeah, it was very predictable, but yeah, I like that. I like how supportive they all were. Like no one was like, oh my God, but what are you gonna do? They all knew I was gonna figure it out, and that's nice. And I had the support. So I love my friends and family. They're the best. Next, no, it's not this. English is not my first language, you know? It's my third one. And it's my first video 100% in English. It's not that easy. I usually speak a lot in English, but in Morocco, we switch with languages, French, Arabic, English. So never one language, especially me, never one language. But it's nice. Next question is, what was your first day in Bali like? So first thing first, to come to Bali this time, I had a very chaotic journey. Normally, to arrive in Bali from Morocco, you take 2 flights minimum, like from Morocco, like Casablanca, where I lived, Casablanca to Doha in Qatar, to Denpasar in Bali. But the thing is, when I arrived, before arriving in Doha, my flight got delayed. So when I arrived to Doha, obviously, I missed my flights. And the next flight, and we arrived around 7 in the morning, 7:30. No, we arrived 7:40 something. The flight was at 7:15 or whatever, so obviously we missed the flight. The next one was the next day at 2 a.m. So I had to stay in Doha for a full day. Thank God the airline took care of everything, and we had housing, and we had like food, and we had transportation. Everything was taken care of. But you know, when 24 hour of traveling becomes 48 hours, I can tell you the jet lag was very real. But finally, I arrived here, and my first day was just sleeping and eating. That's it. I didn't do much. And I arrived in Kuta first because I always like to be next to the airport, and my house was not ready yet. And then I finally arrived in Canggu because I live in Canggu. I know people think it's very chaotic, but as I told you earlier, I like organized chaos. And that's pretty much Canggu. Very active, very, if you want something, you know where to get it. If you want to move your body, you know where to get it. And I love that, you know? So yeah, and then I went to Canggu and I was just enjoying my house. It was raining at first. And for me, in my culture, be like when there's rain, it's actually a very good sign of God blessing this thing. Like if it's your birthday or your wedding, for example, and it's raining, it's actually it's a very good sign of abundance and God blessing this day or wedding or whatever it is. So actually it was nice to see that. And yeah, I liked it. So my first day I didn't do much. Just staying home. And actually I'm a homebody unless I start to become a party animal. And then I'm like, I like to go out because as a dancer, I don't do anything. I just dance. And I love it. So there's a bit of a mixed things. So yeah. Now we're going to talk about life in Bali. The first question is, what's the best part of living in Bali? The best part is obviously the energy, the alignment you feel with yourself, because I feel like Bali shows you who you need to be, not just superficial things, you know? And I really like that. And the people in here are really, really nice, super friendly. So yeah, and everything is convenient. Like you want to go to the gym, you want to go to the dance class, you want to go to a cute cafe, you want to meet people. Everyone is super open to meeting each other. So I think that's what I like about Bali is the openness of it. Sometimes it gets too open for my liking, but I really like it anyway. So I feel very grateful to be in Bali. Every day I'm like, oh my God, I'm in Bali? Like I can't even like, Z in Bali, woo! I know, crazy. Who would have thought? Not me. Like last year, the beginning of summer, I was always saying like in 1 year, tops, I'll be in Bali living. But it was more of a technique of manifestation because obviously I'm your coach in manifestation and how to manifest your dream life. But I didn't have any plan. I was just letting the universe know that I need to figure out somehow, but they will take care of it for me to live in Bali. But I didn't have a plan. And then a lot of things happened in my life that changed the plan. But then I got back to it and I'm so happy about it. Okay, next question. What's the hardest or most annoying parts of being in Bali? Be honest. I don't know. There's nothing really annoying because for me, even if there's something bad that can happen, it's always a lesson. And again, I think I will say it so many times in this video, but Bali always gives you what you need and not what you want. So if something bad happens, it's maybe a pattern that you need to check with yourself. It's maybe something that you need to heal within yourself. So I think there's nothing really bad about it. I live in Canggu, there's traffic. Well, you knew that there was traffic in Canggu when you came, so you cannot really complain about it. So yeah, I don't think there's something really annoying. Yeah, I just really like being in Bali. I'm very grateful. So there's nothing really annoying me about it. But the hardest part is obviously being far from my family and my friends. I guess that's it. This is actually a very good question Do you ever feel lonely? Or is it easy to make friends? Or do you like being alone? So the thing is, I really love being alone. I really, really love being alone. But also this summer, I met so many of you in Bali. Like we were all the time. One of my queens will text me on Instagram like, "Hey, I'm in Bali. Do you want to meet?" And I'm like, "Of course I want to meet. Let's go dance." So I met a lot of you girls. So I was not alone a lot. Then my mom visited me, and obviously that was amazing as well. Now I also really like to be alone. I didn't make a lot of friends, to be honest, and I'm always open to meet new people, so that's nice. And if you live in Bali, hit me up. I would absolutely meet you, my queen. But yeah, I like to be alone, to recharge my batteries. I'm a very much a homebody that stays home the whole day. I stretch, I do my yoga, I go to my dance class, I eat, create content for you. But then at night I will go and party because I really want to dance. So, but I don't really talk to people when I dance. I don't know. I'm just here to dance. If you come and talk to me, I obviously would talk to you as a woman. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my energy sometimes is too open or too closed. So, but I'm just accepting my phases because as women, we're like the moon. We change during the month, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes I really want to meet people, really want to talk, and others, I just want to stay home, and that's okay too. How different is living here compared to just visiting as a tourist? It's so different. Everything is different. Like so different. When I used to come as a tourist, I would be very much into this fast life. Every day doing something new. Every day like going from places to places, and like it's crazy, honestly. But being here as I moved here, it's very different. I take things slowly. I have this slow life. I go with the flow way more. I stress less. And I think it's very different. And I like that. I like to take my time. And as you know, I talk about feminine energy a lot. And I feel like Bali is very much into her feminine energy. Bali goes with the flow. Bali listens to its intuition. It slows down. It talks to you. It gives you what you need. It nourishes you. It's taking care of you. It's just like a mother. And I feel like with that, I am more in my feminine energy. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna be energetic or independent sometimes. Like driving my bike is very independent for me. I'm not a passenger princess all the time, but I like that. I like that it's giving you something to slow down, but at the same time, like be independent. Because obviously, I live alone. I have to do things alone. I do my laundry, I do this, I do that, and that's very nice. And I think that I feel like they used to say that when women turn 25, they change and something change in their brain and like they like something change. And I feel like I feel it. Like it's quarter of life, century. I don't know what they say. Like it's like a quarter of a century. And yeah, I feel like I am a totally different person than I was before. And I'm happy about that because there's growth and involvement and I like that. I like not staying the same. I like evolving. I don't want to be the same as I was a year ago. And thank God I'm not. Because, girl, that girl needed more self love to not be around people who would take away from her energy. And so should you. Take care of yourself. It's very important. Okay, so now we're going to talk about personal and business side of it all. Okay? So the first question in this part would be, how are you running your work and projects from Bali? Everyone want to know. Like everyone want to know, what are you doing in Bali? First of all, I'm living my best life. Thank you for asking. Like, can you, yeah, slow down, Savannah? But like, as you know, I'm a professional dancer and dance instructor. I've been teaching for more than 3 years now, and I teach online. I actually give dance classes online for women. I give different types of dance classes. So if you want to know and join my program, you're more than welcome to DM me. So maybe send me dance class, Z, dance with Z, or anything like that. So if you want more information, and yeah, it's online, it's one-on-one classes, it's really nice. I love to give that and to just see how much you change as a woman, how you get your confidence, and I really like that. Also, I'm a coach in two things: in feminine energy, because obviously, all I talk about is feminine energy. So I help you embody the feminine energy queen that is inside of you, that is more relaxed, more in peace, and more aligned with herself. And I help you manifest your dream life because look at me now. Look at me now. Do you think me, like 10 years ago, would think I would be here? No. And you too, you can manifest anything you want in this life. You just have to have a good mentor and a good faith in yourself. That's it. So, yeah, that's what I do. I'm a coach and I teach and I live my best life. So, being in Bali doesn't change anything. I still create my content whenever I want. And actually, I feel more creative in here because when you are in your feminine energy, you get more creative, and that's amazing. So I create my content, I give my classes, even though we have maybe, for example, I have some clients in Morocco. We might have a time difference, but that's okay. We make it work because that's how we should do. It's okay. So I teach, I create content, and I'm here to be your bestie and coach you whenever you need that. So what's your daily routine look like? I don't know. I'm still trying to find my routine yet. Cause I was here, then I just arrived, just moved. Then I needed to figure out how to drive a bike. Then I needed to figure out like what gym I wanted to go to. I wanted to dance, so what dance studios I should go to. My mom visited me, had some friends also visited me. So I was a bit of a, holiday mood and not still with the routine. So now, after these few weeks, I will take the time to just have a new routine. But I would say that my routine would have God in it, always keeping that connection, always keeping a connection with my body to move it, stretch it, to love it, to cherish it. And just taking care of myself. A lot of work as well about creating content or my classes and just being aligned. So a routine would look like something like this, but I don't have a typical day to give you because there's no day that just looks like each other. It's just I go with the flow, as I should. Do you feel more aligned, creative, and free since moving here? Yes. Also, you, my queen, you always told me that when I was in Bali, my light was brighter. And I would say I do feel that. I feel my energy flowing way more, especially now that I live here full time. So yeah, I just feel more creative, as I told you, a lot more free. And yeah, because here nobody cares what you do, what you wear, what you drink, what you eat, whatever it might be. So yeah, I feel more aligned with myself. I'm still working on myself. There's still a lot of things that Bali showed me that I need to work on, but I'm very proud, very, very proud of it being this good. So now it's like a fun questions to just, have fun with it. So, have you had any fun only in Bali moments? Well, nothing fun for me. When, I don't know, a spider is in my bathroom, like a spider this huge, and I'm very much scared of spiders. Or last year when my mom was here, like a monkey stole her like glasses. Not very fun for me, indeed. But anything else, I love it. Like from learning how to drive a bike, from doing my groceries, doing my laundry, like anything that's started here is really, really good. So yeah, not no fun stories, just like living here. Nothing crazy though for now. Or maybe I'll leave that for another story time. Okay, have you fallen in love with, I don't know, a beach, a cafe, or maybe even a person? I know you want the tea, but let me tell you, I'm gonna spill the tea. I'm in love with Bali and I'm in love with myself. Honestly, the energy here makes me feel more connected to myself, and I think that's all I can ever ask for. This peace of mind when you're not stressing or not having anxiety about anything in your life. I think that's the most important thing, peace of mind. And that's not something you can buy or borrow or whatever. You have to find it within yourself. And I think I will always thank God for like removing people or things out of my life that just were not aligned with me. And I'm very, very grateful for that. Okay, what's one thing people don't expect about living here? I think you wouldn't expect how different it is from just being on vacation. Like, it's not always a lot of energy all the time. You can also rest. You can also take it slow. You can also party or not. You can also eat this or that. Like, I just think you can take it slowly. But when you're here on holiday, I don't know, you just have 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how much time you stay, but like, there's a limited amount of time. So you just want to do everything. But when you live here, it's just like, yeah, take it slow, chill. You have time. Even if there's like a couple of days that it's raining, it's okay. You have time. So now it's like tips and advice for you. Okay. So, first one is, how long are you planning to stay? Forever or just a chapter in your life? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a chapter in my life, but I don't know how long this chapter might be. I don't know, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 10 years. I have no idea. And I'm going with the flow. And for someone who plans everything in her life, I can tell you it's really, really hard. But I go with the flow and I trust God 100% with the plan that He has for me. So, yeah, I'm just like, let's go. Like, what do you have in store for me? I'm sure it's amazing. So, I just trust the plan and also the divine timing. Because maybe if I came here last year, I wouldn't be prepared for what Bali needs to give me. What advice would you give to someone who wants to move to Bali too? My advice is be prepared before coming. Like, I don't know, if you have curly hair, take your stuff with you, prepare your visa, prepare where you're gonna stay. So when you arrive, you're not looking everywhere. So be prepared before arriving. But as soon as you land here, take it day by day, go with the flow. I don't know, have a plan, but it's okay if things change. It's okay if things are not going your way. It's okay if they don't go according to plan. Just still go with the flow. Sometimes God has a better plan for you than what you thought. So just, I don't know, it's okay, chill. Go with the flow. That would be my biggest advice. And listen to your intuition. Always, as a woman, I'm asking you, and I'm like, please listen to your intuition. It's very important. Okay, we are already in our last question. I'm very sad because I loved talking about Bali. But the last question would be, if you could go back, would you still make the same decision? Yes, 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 yes. 100% yes. I would always make the decision to come to Bali, to move to Bali, because again, Bali gives you what you need and not what you want. So I feel like this chapter of my life is really about finding myself, being aligned with myself, and helping you align with yourself. Because my biggest mission in this life is to help women find their confidence back. It's like, I'm here, I'm like your bestie, big sister or younger sister that is here to help you find yourself and be aligned with who your authentic self is. So, yeah, of course, I would come to Bali again. Of course, I would move here again. And I would always make this decision. And even my family, like, I'm sure they're all gonna move to Bali at some point because they're really aligned with Bali as well. And the island might welcome you or sometimes not, but maybe you need to find peace with yourself. Don't just judge Bali as, oh, it was not for me or whatever. Maybe you need to dig deeper into yourself to do more healing. And yeah, Bali always will give you what you need. That's for sure. So I really hope you liked this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope I answered all your questions. If you have more questions, obviously send me a DM, like, I don't know, in the comments. Whatever you need, I'm here to help you with. And again, if you want to dance with Z, you know what you need to do. Okay. Moving to Bali was a very natural decision, but it was also really hard for me to leave behind the life I dreamed of, basically, because becoming a professional dancer in this industry is very hard. Making a name out of myself on social media was very hard as well. Gaining your trust, as me being on social media, was really like something I built over the years, because I've been on social media for more than 5 years now. Yeah, more than 5 years. But it was natural for me to be aligned with myself, to give you the best out of me as well, as your coach, as your teacher, as your bestie. So I will always try my best to be the best version of me for me and you, to always help you the best I can, because this is what I want to do in my life. I just want to help you, my queen, be the best of yourself, the best version of yourself. If you liked this episode, let me know. I'll see you on the next one. Bisous. Bye.